Neil Oldham finally to resume. And referee Ken Drew there with a hefty bit of strapping on his thigh, so looks as though he's had a bit of a pull muscle or something. Wakefield looking lively, crossing there, must be crossing, yes, penalty to Saints there, first minute penalty to Saints for the alleged crossing. The Wakefield man was coming through with the ball, looking very lively. Looks as though Saints thought he'd fed on and released him, but the referee ruling a crossing movement, so in the opening minute, another chance for Paul Loughlin to take Saints' lead further ahead. More or less slap bang in the middle of the sticks, I would say about 30 yards out. Probably against the wind this second half. Paul Loughlin lining up. Takes it there, yes, bangs it right between the sticks, so after only 1 minute of this second half, Saints go further into the lead by 18 points to 0. So Mick Parrish now to resume. Kicks downfield, well taken by Barry Ledger. Saints right winger comes inside, gathers the ball, gains a further 15 yards for Saints. Now Graham Liptrot at the acting half-back over to Chris Arkwright. Change of direction inside to Paul Farber. Coming in at number 8 today for Saints, Paul Farber. Overlap here, John Fieldhouse. Good solid bit of running. Over to this Saints left-hand wing by John Fieldhouse now. And Saints taking it right. Over to Paul Round, sees the gap, slices through it. Phil Beaver's in the line, on to Steve Bayliss. Jinking in and out Bayliss. Finally bundled to ground. 15 yards inside. Wakefield half. Cross line again. Brett Clark brilliantly out to Paul Round. Sees the gap, stretches his legs. Paul Round. Paul Loughlin there coming inside. On to Brett Clark again. Brilliant pass to Kevin McCormick. Chips over the centre's head. Yes, it was Stanton. Chips over his head to try and gather the ball, but the Wakefield player touches down behind his own sticks, so it's a 25-yard. It's I beg your pardon, a line dropout for Wakefield. Brilliant play there by Saints. Brett Clark in at the thick of everything again. Fed on to Kevin McCormick from the dropout there. Taken by Barry Ledger. Drives infield. Yes, Barry Ledger. Unlucky there, just as his legs taken from him. He'd beaten the defence, but just had his ankles tapped. But brilliant work by Saints. Obviously they've got to get stuck in as early as possible onto Paul Round. So 5 yards now from Wakefield try line. Saints on the attack. Saints looking hungry for work. Graham Littrot on to John Fieldhouse, coming back inside. Scooped up by Chris Arkwright, who touches down for the simplest of tries. Littrot on to John Fieldhouse, coming back inside. Scooped up by Chris Arkwright, who touches down for the simplest of tries. Just to the right hand of the post there. So that's 3 minutes gone of the second half, and Chris Arkwright scores another try. That's Chris Arkwright's 14th try this season. So well in there, Saints, passing the ball along the line, over to the right. Scooped up by Chris Arkwright, and he touches down just near the right hand upright. The easiest of chances here for Paul Loughlin. Slots it over, so another 6 points to Saints, so that's 24 points to 0. Saints in the lead after only 4 minutes of the second half. Parrish again to resume. No doubt he'll be getting sick of this by the time the final Luton goes. Up to Barry Ledger again. Looking hungry this afternoon, Barry Ledger. Nearly beat the defence again. He'll crack it one of these times this afternoon. Anyway, Chris Arkwright onto Paul Round. Shrugs the tattle off, gives it to little Brett Clark. Sees the gap, goes through. Finally bundled down by Thompson, I think it is, for Wakefield. Saints taking it right onto Steve Bayliss. Bundled down just short of the halfway line. Onto Neil Holding. Onto Chris Arkwright. Sees the gap, tries to get through, tries to feed the ball round to John Fieldhouse, but Wakefield bundle him down. Saints coming away again. Fieldhouse, pinpoint pass there to Paul Round. Unfortunately, just caught his finger ends and goes to ground. They're scrumming down right in front of us here, just inside Saints half. John Fieldhouse there receiving a little attention. Obviously taking a knock in that tackle. Yes, so looked a bit groggy, John Fieldhouse, but just out of the pack for this scrum. Yes, still receiving treatments. Referee lets play go on. And Wakefield coming away. Lyons feeds back inside to Jowett. Into it with Parrish now. Gets the ball out again. Wakefield looking a bit more lively. Lyons again. Now with Klein. Finally bundled down. Good solid three-man tackle there. Neil Holding, Paul Round in at the action. So Wakefield now just inside 25 and bringing it right onto Thompson. Ball goes to ground. Must be a knock on. Unfortunately, Saints just couldn't capitalise on that loose ball. So it's a penalty. His referee has ruled a penalty kick to Wakefield, obviously for holding the man in his attempts to gather the ball, the loose ball. Anyway, Parrish kicks for touch. Finds touch 10 yards from Saints try line. First time Wakefield's looked anywhere near. Onto Thompson. Conway. Hooker takes the acting half-back position. Wakefield on the attack. Over to number 11, Douglas. Wakefield going crossfield towards the front of the sticks. Conway again trying to urge his men on. Dummies round, goes on his own onto Lyons. Crossfield to Cox. Good solid tattle there. Paul Farber bundles him down. Gets a boot in the face for his trouble. But Wakefield still in possession. Loses the ball. Well, Phil Beavers, I think that is, scooped the ball up. Eagle-eyed Beavers there, saw that loose ball, went down and came up with it. Pat Jarvis goes on his own, shrugs two tattlers off. Makes a good, valuable 5 or 6 yards. And Saints there, Graham Liptrot taking it right over to Paul Farber. Saints just clearing the line a bit. Onto Graham Liptrot, takes it blindside. Characteristic of Graham Liptrot. Onto Steve Bayliss. Bundled down just on the 25-yard line. Saints bring it crossfield left. Chris Arkwright sees the half gap. Out to John Fieldhouse, fully recovered now. Graham Liptrot onto Paul Round, up that right-hand touchline. Quite a handful to get down this Paul Round. Finally bundled to ground, 10 yards short of the halfway line. I think this is the last tackle now. The referee's indicated. Neil Holding goes for touch, yes. Chip kick for touch. And finds touch just about 2 or 3 yards inside Wakefield half. About 10 minutes of this game gone in the second half so far. 24 points to nil, Saints in the lead. Bell to feed, ball comes out with the feed. Saints well up, see the danger, press up and peg the Wakefield attack back. Crossing again there, yes. Well, no doubt about that, yes. Another penalty kick to Saints for Wakefield crossing. They'll have to get their act a bit better together to avoid any further recurrence of this crossing. So Paul Loughlin now to take this penalty kick to touch. Gains a valuable 10-15 yards. So Graham Liptrot now to resume. Chris Arkwright, first man in, takes the Wakefield defence on, but is finally bundled down. Thompson, a prop, finally gets him to ground. Neil Holding, onto Paul Farber. Wakefield contingent claiming for crossing, but that was just a dummy. There was no crossing there. Over to Holding. It's them that's the dummies. Onto Pat Jarvis, inside to Round. Looking to get his pass out to Brett Clark, but couldn't do. Finally to Brett Clark. Graham Liptrot, John Fieldhouse in numbers here. Ball comes back. Well, that's a knock on. That must be a knock on. The ball comes forward. Wakefield in possession. Neil Holding. Graham Liptrot finally bundles him down. Conway takes it left to Thompson. Wakefield in possession. Looking to spread it back to Conway. Finally bundled down. Chris Arkwright. Chip kick through. Can he keep it in? The ball keeps infield. Kevin McCormick gathers. Well, there's something in that. He was held by the ankles, and number 10 Cox for Wakefield came in to complete the tackle. It was a nasty crack, I should imagine, or something. The physio was straight on. The players called him on straight away. Graham Liptrot. Obviously, they knew straight away the man was held by the ankles, but Cox came in to complete the tackle round the top, and Kevin McCormick getting a nasty bang. Kevin McCormick, one of Saints' ever presence this season. Looks all right now. Pat Jarvis for Saints in possession. Cox in again with Thompson effecting the tackle. Onto Paul Farber. Driving forward, Farber, arguably one of Saints' most improved forwards this season. Brett Clark takes it right. Onto Liptrot, onto Neil Holding. Quick hands there, onto Arkwright. The ball moving right. Onto Steve Bayliss. Plenty of room for Steve Bayliss. Well, he slowed up there for some reason. And yes, the pass being moved forward by referee Ken Drew, but I was following the ball there, and didn't look much wrong with that to me. But Barry Ledger and Steve Bayliss there, that move would have resulted in another 6 points, I'm sure, for Saints. Yeah, bell to feed from the resulting scrum, and Wakefield come away with the ball. Wakefield spreading it right, just inside Saints' half. Still 24 points to 0 for Saints. And 13 minutes of the second half gone so far. Good solid tackle in there. Fieldhouse in. Pat Jarvis. Oh, I beg your pardon. Paul Farber finally bundled him to ground. And Wakefield change of direction. Bell in possession. Over to Conway, onto Sheldon, loose forward, well taken by Phil Beavers. Dummies with Kevin McCormick coming in field. Takes the tackle. Well, the linesman's on there for something in that tackle. Phil Beavers in his attempt to get up and play the ball. Being penalised by referee Ken Drew for allegedly kicking out in his attempt to get up and play the ball. So penalty kick for Wakefield now. Mick Parrish with the ball in his hands. Going to kick for touch. There's number 3 Stanton, who received that injury there, but Wakefield on the attack. Onto Douglas. Douglas in possession for Wakefield. 10 yards from Saints try line onto Conway. Shabby move there, but the ball finally being taken and moved out. Douglas takes it crossfield onto Stanton, onto Parrish. Ball goes to ground, Brett Clark scoops on it. Well, that number 5, Rutherford, came in there with the knees on Brett Clark, but John Fieldhouse now comes away for Saints. Ball forward in possession. Graham Liptrot takes the acting half-back. Saints move it right. Over to Chris Arkwright. Brought down at the first attempt. Shimid tried to go through, but Wakefield tackling bundles him down. Pat Jarvis drives into 3 or 4 Wakefield players and has the ball removed from his grasp, I beg your pardon. It's Bell, I think it is, that still going forward for Wakefield. Onto this lively standoff, number 6 Lions. Wakefield again onto Conway, looking inside for Thompson. Wakefield obviously see if they can barge over for a try here, getting the big guns coming down. Onto Conway, crossfield, Sheldon misses him out, a rather loose pass onto Cox. Cox coming crossfield, John Fieldhouse in there, and Paul Round effect the tackle, bundle him down. And Graham Liptrot round his ankles. Coming crossfield, rather loose play by Wakefield. Ball finally picked up by Barry Ledger. So Saints in possession now. Brett Clark again, on to Paul Farber. Back again to Brett Clark, ball coming crossfield, taken by John Fieldhouse. Beats one. Pass on to Kevin McCormick, down his left-hand wing. Outpaces the wingman here. Kevin McCormick comes in field again. Still going, Kevin McCormick. What a brilliant run by this wingman. Can he outpace his Wakefield defence? He's still going. Well, what a brilliant try by Kevin McCormick. He goes over to the right of the post. A full 75 yards. That's just straight, and he's done a bit of weaving there. So brilliant try by Kevin McCormick. Beats one. Pass on to Kevin McCormick, down his left-hand wing, outpaces the wingman here. Kevin McCormick comes in field again, still going Kevin McCormick. What a brilliant run by this wingman. Can he outpace his Wakefield defence? He's still going. Well, what a brilliant try by Kevin McCormick. He goes over to the right of the post. A full 75 yards. That's just straight, and he's done a bit of weaving there. So brilliant try by Kevin McCormick. 17 minutes in his second half. This try sets the place alight. Brilliant work there. John Fieldhouse throws a long ball out to Kevin McCormick. He outpaces the defence over here and finally goes over for a try to the right of the posts. Well, what a brilliant try there. Puts Saints even further in the driving seat. Well, that must be one of the best tries we've seen this season. Individually. 14th try of the season for Kevin McCormick, making Paul Loughlin's job easy now. Slot this over for his 113th goal of the season. Yes, and he bangs it over. So 30 points to 0 now. Saints in a very commanding lead. Brilliant work there. Well, Saints just making a substitution there. Sean Allen coming on for Chris Arkwright. And with his first touch of the ball there, Sean Allen. Graham Liptrot acting half-back onto Pat Jarvis. Saints driving forward, just getting out of their own 25-yard area. Taking it left, John Fieldhouse again. Nice bit of footwork there, Paul Round following it up. Taken by number 12, Kelly for Wakefield, and Paul Round effects the tackle. Rutherford, I think they're coming away with the ball. Taken by Conway. Wakefield bringing it right. Good tackle there, Fieldhouse, Sean Allen and Paul Round. Is that finally complete the tackle? Over to Lyons, this lively standoff, finally taken down by John Fieldhouse. Plenty of wriggling in the tackle there, but get no joy from that crossing again there, in my opinion. But last tackle now of this set of 6. We haven't had a changeover so far in today's game. Bill Beaver's well positioned there. Sees that little chip kick through, positioned himself well, took the ball, so Saints now in possession. Neil Olin takes it right over to Paul Farber. On to Sean Allen, straightens up, sees the gap, tries to get through, just loses his footing. Graham Liptrot again. Into John Fieldhouse, having a stormer today, Fieldhouse. Well, that ball definitely a knock-on. Unlucky Saints just couldn't gather that loose ball there, that charge down from the Wakefield player. Halfway through this second half, and Saints 30-0 in the lead. Wakefield making a substitution now. Number 10, Cox, coming off, and number 15, Hopkinson, coming on. Hopkinson straight in there in the front row for Wakefield. Neil Oldham to feed the scrum. Ball comes out with the feed. Brett Clark in possession. Trying to jink his way through. Obviously something there in the tackle. The referee right on the job. And Brett Clark got a knock. Looks like Thompson, I think, going in a little enthusiastically, as they would say. So penalty kick to St Helens. Brett Clark named as the silk cut man of the match at Dewsbury on Thursday night, and rightly so. In the last 5 or 6 games, in my opinion, Brett Clark's been the most outstanding Saints player on the field. Real tough nut. And the Wakefield crowd, a few jeers there, but he's up, he's all right now. He's had the magic sponge, and away we go. Saints take the resulting penalty kick. 20 yards inside. Wakefield half. Pat Jarvis takes the ball, takes them on, adds another 10, 15 valuable yards. Graham Liptrot. On to Neil Oldham. Just took his eye off the ball there. Unfortunately knocked on. We're scrumming down midway between the 25 and halfway line in Wakefield half. Bell to feed this scrum. Ball comes out, one against the head. So Saints ball. Sean Allen takes the acting half-back roll, brings it right onto Paul Round, straightens up, drives in. Good strong customer, this Paul Round. Obviously a healthy competition for places here at Saints. Graham Liptrot, long pass out to Paul Farber, shrugs 2 tattlers off, finally gets the ball out to Graham Liptrot. Sean Allen again in support, driving through, brought down on the 25. So Saints on the attack, 25 yards from Wakefield try line. Ball coming left to Brett Clark. John Fieldhouse feeds onto Paul Round. Ball going down, unfortunately, for Saints. Scooped on by Wakefield.